Watch this.
So we're here in the studio, as you can see. Shout out to Lee Visuals. This is his studio. If you need a studio to shoot in Arizona, it's the place to be. We're here with Becca today, and we're gonna be taking some photos.
I went to Forever 21 and I got necklaces, and I was gonna return them tomorrow, cause whatever. And it broke. What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, I'll wear them. I don't have anyone here shooting photo or like any BTS footage, but I got my tripod, so we'll kind of set it up so you guys can see what we're doing as we're shooting. We've got a bunch of outfits to shoot with, other outfits, maybe some music stuff. Got like her guitar and her amp, so should be fun. Get creative.
Album cover?
New album cover. And we also have a grill for a prop. Just kidding, we're not using a grill.
I don't know, I'm like messing with the whole system of it. Look, if I took one, then they'd definitely notice. I'm freezing. I have to like get warm.
Starting off, we're doing like headshots, so I have the A85 on for a tighter. Yeah, here we go. All right guys, I'm at like F2 for these to keep a shallow depth of field, but then also keep some of her face in focus. I'm shooting them on at 85 because they're tight headshot, and we're just doing a white backdrop for a super clean headshot look. And then later we're gonna be getting more creative stuff.
Here you guys go. There you go.
I'm gonna give you a little makeshift lighting lesson for shooting studio stuff. So a lot of times when you're shooting in the studio, kind of limited because you're in one spot, one backdrop, so you kind of have to get more creative with posing and then also different types of lighting. So when you're lighting these for a very flat like headshot, more just super clean, you might want to go with something more flat. So something a little more like right here with a softbox, obviously, because this is really harsh. And then also maybe a hair light. But then if you're going for something more dramatic and moody, that's when you might start bringing it over here, getting like a triangle for Rembrandt styled lighting. You can get stylized where you go like half and half with a hair light on the dark side. You can go clamshell lighting where you have one above and one below for a super flat look for like beauty type shoots. So yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities. Try to think about that as you're shooting, like what style the photo, if you want it super dramatic or if you want it more just clean, because lighting plays a huge role in the studio. All right, we got some of those like headshot-ier vibes, so now I switch over to the 24. We're gonna be doing some full body, like kind of like that hard. We're trying to go for like an artsier look now, not just like stereotypical model headshots. All right guys, we swapped over to a black backdrop and she's got like a brown outfit on right now. We're going for like, how would you describe these images? These are more like, yeah, like kind of that like professional clean look, but with like more of like a weird take on it. Cause I mean, it's Becca.
Hey.
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 Hey man.
Hey,
So we are doing one last outfit backdrop swap. We're gonna be doing, I think like a blue and tan. Should look cool together.
a blue moment and probably some black.
Should be nice.
Should be pretty cool.
Then we're gonna head out and I'll show you guys how I edit these. I'll show you 3 different styles. That's a wrap on the shoot. We're all done. We're both tired. We're going home. I'll see you guys in the office. All right guys, it's the next day now. We're back in my office and I picked 3 photos to show you 3 different styles of editing for these type of photos. and how I might go about it. Usually for studio work or headshots, you're gonna be doing some retouching in Photoshop with hair and skin and stuff, but I'm gonna save that for a separate video. In this video, I'm just gonna walk you through my Lightroom breakdown. So jumping over to my computer, here are the 3 shots that I picked as candidates of the editing tutorial. So as you can see, they're already edited. Here's before and then after, before and after, and before and after. So as you can tell, I went for a really smooth, creamy, filmic look for all of them, but these 2 are a little more clean, while this one's a little more grungy, old style looking, and I'll show you how I achieved that. For this one, I'm gonna hit reset. First thing first, for this photo, I used my preset number 4 on my film pack, which is actually dropping tomorrow. So by the time this video is uploaded to YouTube, you can check out my preset pack. So I'm gonna be combining these 2 right here into one big preset pack for you guys, so you have my normal presets as well as my film presets. The link's in the description if you're interested. I click number 4 in the film pack, and then first things first, I'm going to correct the white balance to what Lightroom thinks is good by holding shift and double tapping on the temperature and tint. And I'm gonna just mess around in the basics, bring out some of those flatter tones. These sliders, guys, work really hand in hand with each other, so you might mess with one and then go back and change another, and vice versa. So it's really just feeling it. I wanted to keep the shadows and blacks a little bit high so you can see some of the green tint in the shadows. That is looking pretty good. Maybe you warm it up a touch and then desaturate it a little bit. Yeah, and I like that. And as you can see, before and after. Now on to the next one. Let's reset this one as well. So for this photo, I used my preset number 1 in my film. As you can see, it looks nothing like what it did after. So gonna reset these basics. Find that temperature, warm it up a little bit. And then we're just gonna mess around in this basic tab, getting the look we want. Come down here, bring those greens and yellows up, enable lens corrections. It's looking a little warm to me. Gonna cool it off and then pump some more color into it. In film, you'll notice a lot of times it creates a green in the shadow and then a pink or blue in the highlights, depending on the stock. For this photo, I kind of want to go for that old-fashioned album cover vibe, so I'm going to push some pinks into the highlights, and you're going to see that right here. Instead of this orange tone, I'm going to go over here and grab something more pink, and this is going to look much more filmy. Bring that saturation down so it's really subtle, but you can see it, especially with the white background like this. And then in the shadows, as you can see, I already pushed some green into those. I'm also going to come down here into lens corrections and maybe lift that vignette even more. I don't want a vignette on this photo. Gonna adjust that with a local adjustment as well. Little gradient filter. Looks good. Gonna definitely have grain on this photo, guys. And then looking at it from a start, I'm gonna push more green into the whole photo. Maybe get those highlights a little less harsh on her face. And this is looking pretty good to me. Then I'm gonna desaturate her skin a little just to make it look a little less orange and muddy. Okay, on to this last one. I'm gonna hit reset. For this one, I'm gonna use my first preset in my normal pack. I'm gonna warm the photo up, drop the whites, lift the blacks. I'm gonna mess around here again until I find something I'm good with, and just keep it all in the basic tab for this photo. Easy enough. I like how the tones already look. So, boom, boom, boom. I wanna bring some of the blue back in her top. So I'm gonna cool it back down just a smidge to try to bring some of this blue back up. See, and then this is a perfect example of when I would definitely recommend going into Photoshop, but I'm gonna save that for another video. But you can see there's a little bit of a bra strap, there's some hair, there's some smudges. This is a good opportunity to clear up skin, all these little random hairs You'll get them in every single studio photo. You just notice them more because it's a super detailed location and lighting super controlled, but like little things like that you miss while you're shooting, you can clean it all up. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna save that for another video. So that is how I would edit these photos. Again, if you're interested in supporting, my presets are in the description. If not, no worries. I will be breaking down editing photos from scratch in another YouTube video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.